I'm now doing batting practice with Ozzie Smith, one of my favorite historical players. Hall of Fame player, not because of his bat, though later in his career he did hit considerably better than earlier on in his career. First half of his career, he was really seen as this light hitting defensive wizard. That's what they call him, the wizard. But he became a better hitter towards the end of his career and a more potent hitter, a switch hitter. But I like him because he's in the Hall of Fame, not because of his bat, but because of his glove. Also a great base runner, but probably the greatest fielding shortstop, probably fielder ever. They could call the Gold Glove or the Platinum Glove, whatever, the Ozzie Smith Award for fielding excellence. And I just like that. That's why I like baseball. And I'm particularly inspired by using Ozzie Smith today because as I was out doing my walk, I ran into a friend and she had an Ozzie Smith, not jersey, but t-shirt on, but it looked like a jersey. It was the blue one with the St. Louis written on the chest and the bat and the Cardinal sitting on the bat and the number one, Ozzie Smith's number right underneath it. And on the back, it had a number one. It said Ozzie Smith. And I said, this is great. I love this. And she says, oh, I don't even know what it is. I just bought it for $5 at Goodwill. I'm like, lady, I'll buy that shirt off your back right now for $35. Didn't actually say that. Probably would have been inappropriate, but I wanted to. I've been playing baseball video games since 1980 or shortly thereafter. I had an Atari 2600. I had a baseball game. It was as rudimentary as you could get. Basically, it had a diamond. Looked more like, if I recall correctly, like AstroTurf. Stick figures, basically. And when you hit the ball, it would just travel out until either someone caught it and you try to throw them out at first base or second base if there's someone on first base, whatever. But if nobody caught the ball in the infield and nobody caught the ball in the outfield, as I remember, I could be mixing it up, but it just kept going through, then it was a home run. Because you didn't really have depth perception on those early games. And then, must have been Christmas 1985, maybe 1986. My grandparents bought me a video game called Micro League Baseball. It was for the Commodore 64, which I didn't have at the time. And I didn't get it for Christmas, but I had the video game. Eventually we get the Commodore 64, but it would take a number of months before I think I had to do something to earn it. But I did sit with that baseball game in its box, and it came in a box. And it's this classic emblem of a guy swinging a bat, sort of psychedelic because you see many bats as he swings around and give you that kind of swirling effect. Has a logo of all the teams around the box. When you open up the box, it came on a floppy disk, but it also came with the booklet on how to play the game and the rules of the game. And it also came with 2 manager cards. And this is what you did in Micro League Baseball. You managed. You didn't actually play, you didn't hit, you didn't throw, you didn't field, you managed your team. And they were the great teams of the past. And it's because of this video game that I know a lot of history about baseball, because it had all the great teams of the past. Had the 1927 New York Yankees. And because of it, I bet you I could tell you the starting lineup still of the New York Yankees. Leading off, playing center field, Earl Combs. Hitting second, don't remember his first name, but Koenig was the second place hitter. He played shortstop, and I believe he was a switch hitter. Hitting third, playing right field, Babe Ruth. Hitting fourth at first base, Lou Gehrig. As you can see, those are two left-handed hitters. I don't know if in the 20s they paid a lot of attention of trying to separate lefties and righties and thinking about lefty-righty matchups. Maybe. But clearly, they had no trouble putting Babe Ruth and Lou Gehrig back-to-back as two left-handed hitters. And of course, their numbers corresponded at the time. Earl Combs was number one. That's how these number systems started working out. That's why Babe Ruth was number three, because he hit third in the batting order. Lou Gehrig was number four, because he hit fourth in the batting order. Obviously, they stopped doing that, but that's why some of these players have the numbers that they have, the early players. Fifth, guy by name of Musial. I can't remember if it's Bob Musial, but he was a left fielder. Didn't hit for a lot of power, but had a high average and could run. Hitting sixth, the second baseman, Tony Lazzeri, who I think made it into the Hall of Fame. He had a little more power. I think he had 18 home runs. Other than Babe Ruth and Lou Gehrig, no one else had a lot of home runs on the team. Earl Combs, a leadoff hitter, was your quintessential, kind of like your proto Ichiro Suzuki. Played a great center field, hit with a high average, but not with didn't strike out much and not with a lot of power, but he could run. Babe Ruth, that's the year he hit 60 home runs, a record that would stand for the next 34 years. Lou Gehrig had 47 home runs. But I think Tony Lazzeri, who was hitting 6, had 18, and I think that was the third most. We're still not that far removed from the dead ball era in baseball. This is when Babe Ruth and Lou Gehrig are changing the game. Not so differently than the way Steph Curry has changed basketball, right? In some ways, it seems like a funny comparison to compare Babe Ruth to Steph Curry because they're very different players. And they're playing two very different games, obviously. But Babe Ruth changed the game. Baseball wasn't about hitting home runs before Babe Ruth. He single-handedly changed the game. And Steph Curry single-handedly changed the game in basketball to be much more pro three-point shot. I mean, three-point shot existed before Steph Curry, but Steph Curry changed the game. Maybe not quite as dramatically as Babe Ruth did, but dramatically nonetheless. Anyways, hitting seventh, guy by the name of Collins. I don't know his first name, but he was the catcher. He was a kind of an okay hitter. I think he had like a 275 average or something. Then hitting ninth, I don't know his first name either. Eighth, I'm sorry, there was no designated hitter. Hitting eighth, Dugan. Dugan was a third baseman. He hit like 269 or something. And I can go on. This is because of, I know this history because of a baseball video game. And I can give you another team. You want another team? How about the 1955 Brooklyn Dodgers? Leading off, Jackie Robinson. Hitting second, Pee Wee Reese. Hitting third, Duke Snider. Hitting fourth, Roy Campanella. Hitting fifth, Hodges. Though I might be getting Campanella and Hodges backwards. I might be struggling for 6 on, though. This guy named Farillo. All right. I might not be able to get through the entire starting lineup of the 55 Brooklyn Dodgers. But let me redeem myself with the New York Yankees, 1961. Bobby Thompson playing second base, leading off. Tony Kubek playing shortstop, hitting second. Hitting third, Roger Maris, right field. Roger Maris. Hitting fourth, Mickey Mantle. Center field, Mickey Mantle. Hitting fifth, catching, Yogi Berra. Yogi Berra. Hitting sixth, I'm going to say Howard, the catcher. I don't remember his first name. At a high batting average, like 348 and 20 home runs. Not a whole lot of at-bats. This is kind of like the hidden power. This was the biggest home run hitting team in history at the time. It's been surpassed since. But there's a lot of players. You got Mantle and Maris. Maris obviously hit 61 home runs in 1961. Mickey Mantle hit 54. Yogi Berra, I'm going to say, hit somewhere in the mid-20s or low 20s. Howard also, like between 20 and 22. And then there's a third guy who kind of platooned, and they all sort of split up at bats. So Yogi Berra never had like 600 at bats, and these other two players, Howard and somebody else who would platoon is by the name of Blanchard. Blanchard could catch and play left field. Blanchard also had 20 home runs with a 300-plus batting average. So there's this hidden power of over 60 home runs that came from Yogi Berra, Blanchard, and Howard. Combined, they had over 60 home runs. And then you have Roger Maris with 61 and Mickey Mantle with 54. I mean, you're approaching, what is that, like close to 180 from just a handful, from basically 4 positions in the lineup. And I'm not done. There's also a guy by the name of Skowron. He was the first baseman, and I think he hit 28 home runs. And then hitting 8th, because again, no DH in the American League yet. Hitting 8th is Skowron, the first baseman. We need to get going here. We need to play this game. We can't do this game. We can't do this naming lineup game forever. But I'll give you another one to show you I'm not bullshitting you. How about the Big Red Machine, the 1975 Reds? Leading off, Pete Rose playing third base. Hitting second, Joe Morgan. Joe Morgan playing second base. Hitting third, I'm going to say Johnny Bench, catching. Hitting third, Johnny Bench. No, I'm going to take that back. Take that back. I guess I'm not going to redeem myself. Hitting third, Ken Griffey Sr., playing second base. Hitting fourth, Johnny Bench, catching. Hitting fifth, the right fielder, Foster. Hitting sixth, Griffey actually might have been lower. But let's do this anyways. This might have been the lineup I created for them rather than their actual lineup. Hitting sixth, who am I missing? Oh, maybe Foster wasn't hitting fifth. Tony Perez. Tony Perez was probably hitting behind Johnny Bench. Then Foster. Hitting sixth. Who am I missing? Got the catcher. Tony Perez was at first. Joe Morgan at second. Dave Concepcion at short was probably hitting 8th. Pete Rose at third, hitting 9th. I mean, first. Oh, actually, Dave Concepcion was probably hitting 7th because the center fielder was Geronimo, who was a very light hitting, fast running defensive whiz out in center. So I think I got it. Actually, I think Johnny Bench was hitting third. I think it went Rose, Morgan, Bench, Perez, Foster, Griffey. Is that 9? Rose, 1, 2, Morgan, 3, Johnny Bench, 4, Tony Perez, 5th, Foster. Don't remember his first name. Playing the outfield. 5th, Foster. 6th, Ken Griffey Sr. Who am I missing? Oh, 7th, Dave Concepcion at shortstop, and 8th, Geronimo in center field. I bet you that was the lineup. I know my shit. Some of it. But it was all because of a baseball video game. And I've been playing baseball video games all my life. And I'm still playing them now. And I went down through that memory lane thanks to this lady I ran into who had the blue Ozzie Smith. Again, it wasn't a jersey, but it almost looked like a jersey. It was a t-shirt that was designed as a jersey. Playing at Shibe Park. Made that change last time. I think it's the right one. Let's go. $20 and $11. Let's see if we can get 10 games over 500. We got Walker Buehler today. I like his stuff. He's got a cutter and a sinker, and I know how to use those things. I fixed my lineup so we don't have to go in here and change this now. Let's play. I think I did add Bryce Harper as a left-handed hitting first baseman to my bench. We're on the road. Garrett Crochet. I think I see Garrett Crochet well. But every time I think that, I run into trouble. So this guy is 8-1. Oh, we're fucked. 8-1. It's just not even fair. 354 batting average. He even has a 2.68 ERA. Oh, this is gonna be a difficult game. I wonder if MLB 25 the show, this is Hall of Fame or not. Hall of Fame difficulty, I mean. All right. Let's see how big the no, I think it's all-star. Look how big that PCI is. Find his pitch release point. Okay, came up with a cutter.
Ball 1, no strikes. Ball, that's it.
Ooh. No, I think he's going to get... No, he's not going to get there. We're not going to run to second.
Batting second, the center fielder, number 9, Cool Papa.
All right, strength. Logan Hopkins. He could throw. He's not terrible. No, not a double play. You got it. That was terrible. That was terrible. What was I? I wasn't even ready to swing. I'm supposed to be taking pitches. Oh my God, that couldn't have been worse. That could not have gone worse.
Ball 1. Hey.
Got me on the cutter. It's all right. Not looking forward to this.
Leading off for the
He's one of those players who
center fielder.
doesn't play very often and is really good and beats up on lesser players like me. That was right over the heart of the plate. And they're all generic. They all use the best players.
Number 27.
Scott Rowland. Oh, he's even. This means this guy. That means this guy's got. Is it the 99 Scott Rowland? No, it's 87 Scott Rowland. Okay. I thought it was the 99 Scott Rowland.
He's good. Nope, that's inside.
David Ortiz. This is not. I'm not throwing the ball well either. See, that's the thing I never do. I never warm up on pitching.
Batting fourth, the right fielder.
I am not getting the sinker down. Here we go.
That's ball two. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Whoa. No, that was bullshit. You have to be kidding. That was on the line both times. Dow baseball friends. Dow of baseball.
Yep, that ball went out.
That was some tough pitching, friends.
Leading off for the A's, the right fielder, Stan.
That's what you're going to do to the lefties, Crochet. Okay, sinker inside.
Inside ball. One ball, 2 strikes. Nope, that's inside.
Okay, remember that. Remember that. Getting me with a cutter. Remember, sinker inside. Damn it. Why did I swing? Why did I swing at that? Why was I not more? Why? Because it's hard. It's hard to be disciplined at this. We gotta lock in on hitting. Remember, he likes cutter outside to the lefties, sinker inside.
Martinez. Ball, that's outside.
I think we're gonna get it. No.
Leading off for the Farmers, the third baseman, Adrian.
Need to keep tracking what he's doing here. We need to lock in.
Ball, that's inside.
There we go.
Batting in, the first baseman, number 22, Buck O'Neill. 0-1. Ball. 1-1.
Another base hit. Oh, we'll lay down a bunt with
The shortstop, Ozzie Smith.
I think we do.
He's out.
Think it's going to be far enough? Think so. Yep.
The center fielder, number 9, Cool Papa Bell. Ball, that's off the plate.
Oh, I don't think so. Not quite hard enough. Damn it. Didn't get my PCI on it well enough.
Leading off for Tucson, the center fielder, Corbin Carroll.
Ah. That thing went way. I thought I threw a good pitch there. I thought I didn't throw a good pitch there. The ball went right over the middle of the plate. But I thought I did the PCI very well. Look at that. Well, we knew we were going to lose this game coming into. Well, see, there it is. The mindset again. My mindset. I already lost before we began. This guy's very good at hitting balls right over the middle of the plate.
One ball, one strike. Ball, inside. He's out. Home one's the count. Ball, that's out. Ball, that's out. That's a ball.
I don't care if I walk him.
I can't lose ball. That's ball four. Take your base.
Look how far that comes over the plate, man. I don't like that shit at all.
Outside, that's a ball. Ball, that's inside. We got a full count.
Right over the fucking plate again. Shit. His sinkers go straight over the plate. Look at that.
Ball, in. Yeah. I got one ball, one strike.
Throw the ball.
He's out.
Damn it. Of course not. But I just get singles.
Runner. That's out. Safe.
Just look inside. That's what I wanted.
I got a ball, one strike. No, that's off the plate. Ball two.
Here we go. Got him over.
He's out.
Come on, Simmons. You got to get this guy in. No. God damn it.
The pass, number 9. Designated hitter, Ted Williams. Ball, that's out.
I was looking. Oh, come on. This is supposed to be the Tao of baseball, but instead it's become a channel in just which I bitch all game.
Leading off for the Aztecs, the shortstop, Cutler Henderson.
I can't throw sinkers inside to left-handed hitters anymore. It's way unreliable. The balls are just showing straight up. Straight up on in the middle of the plate. That's how he scored all his runs. Well, that's a nice hit.
Ball, that's it. Hey. 1-1.
Bad news. Yes, he did. Look at that. Worth a try. Why am I missing these?
The first baseman, number 22, Buck O'Neill. Nope, outside.
Singles. That's all I get are singles.
The batter, number 1, shortstop, Ozzie Smith. Hey. 0-1's the count.
Damn it. Definitely pitched the wrong hit the wrong pitch to do that too.
0-1. 1 ball, 2 strikes, the count.
Double play.
He's up.
It's my fault. Six hits, 1 run.
Leading off for Tucson, the designated hitter.
Had the chance to get back in the game there.
Ortiz.
I mean, I screwed up with Ozzie Smith. Really screwed up with Ozzie Smith.
Ball inside. Nope, inside, ball two.
Thank God David Ortiz is slow.
He's out. Ball, that's out.
Is it? We're going to have to get Walker Buehler out of this game.
He's out.
Can we please score some runs?
The center fielder, Cool Papa.
This guy's throwing lots of strikes. Did we get it? Nope.
The right fielder with the silver and usual. Nope, foul ball. Now batting, the catcher, Ted Simmons. Off the plate, ball one.
Yep. Same fucking shit every time. We knew it was coming. 8 hits, 1 run.
Leading off for the Aztecs, the first baseman, Pete Alonso.
Who are you going to bring in? Give Tanner Scott a try.
Now pitching, Tanner Scott. Counts 1-0.
Wow, what a terrible.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 balls, 1 strike. No, inside.
Hit that one hard. I don't know if I like Tanner Scott.
I got a ball, 1 strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
What a shit. Why can't I get this fucking... The Wizard.
Got him.
All right. 1 run on 8 hits. So frustrating. Like, I'm seeing it. I can see Crochet, but
Now pitching. Jimmy Garcia. Inside ball. Hey. 1-1. Ball, that pitch is up. Three balls, 2 strikes.
finally.
Hey. Hey. Nope. That's inside.
Oh my God. Come on. Look how good I hit that ball.
He's out.
I deserve better outcome than that.
The batter, number 1. Shortstop Ozzie Smith. Ball, that's just out. Nope. Outside.
Damn it. He was going to give me a ball 3 right there. Nope. He gave me a ball 3 right there, and I swung.
Now pitching. Josh Hader.
Saw that.
No ball, 2 strikes. Ball, that's off the plate.
Got bailed out there.
He's out. Hey. 0-1.
That's right. I know he's not liking that.
The center fielder, number 7, Jordan Merrill. He's out. Ball 1. Hey. 1-1. Ball,
Oh,
that's it.
come on. I'm getting lucky to be in this game. I'll admit it. We might have to have a heart-to-heart talk here, friends.
He's out. One ball, 1 strike. Ball 2.
I hit that ball hard. I did not hit that ball hard. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
That's a ball. Hey, two. One ball, two strikes. Now back, designated hitter, Ted Williams. All one's the count.
Ooh, fall. Yep. Tied the game. 12 hits, man. 3 runs on 12 hits. The heart-to-heart talk I think we're going to have is about my desire to play with speed. I really do think it might be a problem.
Now pitching. Matt Strawn.
I get hits but no runs.
Inside, ball one. Hey. I got one ball, one strike. 2-1. Yeah. 2-2 the count. 3. Now back, second baseman, Brendan Donovan. 1-0. Hey! 1 ball, 2 strikes. Leading off for the Farmers, the third baseman, Adrian Beltre. Now pitching. Michael Kopech.
That was my pitch right there.
1-1.
It's coming with the cutter out here. Yep.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
I knew it. Bryce Harper.
Now coming into pinch hit, Bryce Harper. Ball. 1-1. One ball, 2 strikes.
It's not going to throw you a strike. He did throw me a strike.
The batter, number 1, shortstop Ozzie Smith. 0-1. I got a ball, 1 strike.
Oh my God. What? See, I should have had a better outcome on that. Did you see that? And it was light. I might have to move away from speed. And I hate that because I like speed.
Leading off for Tucson, the first baseman, Pete Alonso. 0-1. No ball, 2 strikes. Yep, that ball went out. Ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Nice pitch. And if they hit that ball, it's usually a home run.
Henderson. 0-1's the count. Nope.
You sure?
1 ball, 1 strike. That's a ball.
I don't think he's going to get this.
Count is 3-2.
Going to extras, extra innings. Oh, wait. I thought that was the third out.
JD
Never mind.
Martinez. 0-1. Inside, ball 1. Ball, inside.
Got lucky there.
Leading off for the A's, the center fielder, Cool Papa Bell. Ball. Runner! Nope, that's a ball.
Why is he running? Why was he running? Why was he running?
Hold on, the count.
Why was that guy running?
Leading off for the Aztecs, the catcher, Logan. Oh, Poppy. Now pitching. Rob. Yep.
"13 hits, man, 3 runs." This is why I get frustrated.
One ball, 2 strikes.
Got the guy over. Who's on deck? That's the game. Heartbreaker. I should have won it in regulation. 13 hits. Got to give it to him, though. Got to give it to him. Maybe this is why you want power hitters. Man, I think that was Corbin Carroll's. I think Corbin Carroll, provided most of the runs in this game. Yeah, 4 RBIs and 2 home runs. Well, this guy is a pretty good player. I mean, 8-1. Disappointing, though, because we should have won this game. I don't want Jim Edmonds. All right.